Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel Journey with Vijay Kumar Shrivastav. Today we are going to study the topic National Agricultural Bureau. Before presentation, little introduction about myself. I am Vijay Kumar Shrivastav. I have done M.Sc Agriculture with a specialization in Agronomy from GB Pant University of Agriculture and Technology, Pantnagar in 1996. So let's move to the presentation. In this video presentation, we will cover various National Agricultural Bureaus like National Bureau of Animal Genetic Resources NBAGR having headquarters at Karnal, Haryana. After that, National Bureau of Plant Genetic Resources NBPGR having headquarters at New Delhi. Then National Bureau of Agriculturally Important Microorganisms NBAIMO having headquarters at Mau, Uttar Pradesh. Then National Bureau of Agriculture Insect Resources NBAIR having headquarters at Bangalore, Karnataka. Then National Bureau of Soil Survey and Land Use Planning NBSSLUP having headquarters at Nagpur, Maharashtra. And National Bureau of Fish Genetic Resources NBFGR having headquarters at Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh. In broad, we will study about each bureau. First, we will study about National Bureau of Plant Genetic Resources NBPGR having headquarters at New Delhi. National Bureau of Plant Genetic Resources was established in 1976 with a prime motive to manage plant genetic resources and support the students interested to become successful in their research. The National Bureau of Plant Genetic Resources is offering numerous facilities in a peaceful learning environment. The management offers numerous facilities along with research projects that allow every researcher and a scholar to learn more along with the regular programs. NBPGR is conserving seed germplasm for long-term conservation at -20 degrees centigrade in its National Gene Bank. National Gene Bank has the responsibility of conservation of plant genetic resources for posterity and sustainable use, including land races and traditional varieties, which are potential sources of agriculturally important genes. Now we will go through regional stations of National Bureau of Plant Genetic Resources. First one is Simla, which is in Himachal Pradesh. It was established in 1960 at Phagli, Simla. The mandate of the station is the collection, evaluation, characterization and maintenance of temperate crops. Second is Jodhpur, Rajasthan, which was established in 1965 in the Kajri campus. Kajri refers to the Central Arid Zone Research Institute. This center undertakes exploration, evaluation, and seed increase for agri-horticulture crops of arid, semi-arid zones. Third is Thrissur, Kerala, which was established in 1977, and this center is responsible for collection and evaluation of germplasm of southern peninsula region with particular emphasis on spices and plantation crops. Fourth is Akola, which is in Maharashtra. This center was established in 1977 and it is responsible for exploring Maharashtra, Karnataka, Goa, Daman and Diu for germplasm collections. It also undertakes evaluation and maintenance of crops suited to central India and Deccan Plateau. Fifth station is Shillong, which is in Meghalaya. This station was established in 1978 and this center is involved in collection and evaluation of agri-horticultural germplasm of northeastern region including Sikkim and parts of northern Bengal. Sixth station is Bhowali, which is in Uttarakhand. This station was established in 1985 and responsible for exploration, characterization, evaluation and multiplication of agri-horticulture crops of subtropical and subtemperate regions. Seventh station is Cuttack, which is in Odisha. This station was established in 1985 in CRRI campus. CRRI refers to the Central Rice Research Institute. The mandate is exploration of agri-horticultural crops of Eastern Peninsula region with main emphasis on rice germplasm. Eighth station is Hyderabad, Telangana. This station was established in 1985 and engaged in SPD repatriation of pest and pathogen-free material as well as quarantine clearance of germplasm. This center undertakes exploration, evaluation and seed increase for agri-horticultural crops of Telangana and adjoining areas. Ninth station in Ranchi, Jharkhand. It was established in 1988. This is a center for evaluation and maintenance of germplasm of tropical fruits and other field crops of Bihar, Eastern Uttar Pradesh and West Bengal. 10th station is Srinagar, which is in Jammu and Kashmir. This station was established in 1988 and responsible for exploration, collection and maintenance of agri-horticultural germplasm of temperate crops of Jammu Kashmir region. Second bureau is National Bureau of Animal Genetic Resources, NBAGR. The bureau was established on 21st September 1984 at Bangalore in the form of twin institutes, namely National Bureau of Animal Genetic Resources and National Institute of Animal Genetic, and then shifted to Karnal in 1985. The two institutes were merged to function as a single entity in the form of National Bureau of Animal Genetic Resources NBAGR in 1995. This premier institute is dedicated to work with its mandate of identification, evaluation, characterization, conservation and utilization of livestock and poultry genetic resources of the country. Bureau has traveled a long journey in striving for excellence in innovative research to identify the uniqueness and genetic potential of country's vastly distributed livestock and poultry biodiversity and its sustainable development. Third bureau is National Bureau of Agriculturally Important Microorganisms, NBAIM. National Bureau of Agriculturally Important Microorganisms was established through a funded project sponsored by the Department of Agriculture Research and Education (DARE), Ministry of Agriculture, in the 9th Plan in 2001 under the auspices of the Indian Council of Agriculture Research (ICAR). Initially, the Bureau started functioning at old NBPGR building, New Delhi, and then shifted to Kusmaur, Maunath Bhanjan, Uttar Pradesh on 1st June 2004. The basic goal of the Bureau is to promote and coordinate systematic and scientific research in the area of agriculturally important microorganisms in order to improve the agriculture productivity. The Bureau houses National Agriculturally Important Microbial Culture Collection with more than 5,000 microbial accessions isolated from different parts of the country. The vision of the Bureau is based on using its resources and experiences as a microbial resource center to become the pioneer in the management of standard microbial reference materials, intellectual property resources, and translational research is applied to the development, standardization, and certification of biomaterial. National Bureau of Agriculturally Important Microorganisms wants to act as the nodal institute at national level for acquisition and management of indigenous and exotic microbial genetic resources for food and agriculture, and to carry out related research and human resource development for sustainable growth of agriculture. Fifth Agriculture Bureau is National Bureau of Soil Survey and Land Use Planning. Government of India established All India Soil Survey Organization in 1956 with the headquarters at the Indian Agriculture Research Institute, Nagpur, with the 5 regional soil correlation centers at Bangalore, Delhi, Kolkata, Jorhat and Udaipur. Later in 1958, this scheme was integrated with the land use planning scheme of the Central Soil Conservation Board primarily to carry out detailed soil surveys in the catchment areas of major river valley projects, with setting up the organization All India Soil and Land Use Survey. In 1969, it was reorganized and the research aspects of soil survey, classification and correlation was transferred to the Indian Council of Agriculture Research (ICAR), and the developmental activities was retained under the Department of Agriculture, Ministry of Food and Agriculture. In 1976, it became an independent institute of ICAR, named as National Bureau of Soil Survey and Land Use Planning, and continued to function at the IARI, New Delhi. In June 1978, the headquarters of the Bureau was shifted to Nagpur. It is located in a new and spacious building situated on Amravati Road, 7 km away from main railway station and 1.5 km from Nagpur University campus. The National Bureau of Soil Survey and Land Use Planning is one among the chain of ICAR institutes, in line with the recommendations of the Task Force on Land and Soil Resources 1972, which suggested the need for soil correlation, uniform nomenclature, and proper soil mapping, and also the presidential notification on December 15, 1973, the duties with respect to research, training, correlation, classification, mapping, and interpretation were allotted to the National Bureau of Soil Survey and Land Use Planning. The new initiatives of the Bureau is land use planning for managing acid sulfate soils, application of geoinformatics in land use planning and land degradation studies, assessment and monitoring of impact of land use planning on soil system and environment, soft computing techniques for land evaluation, prime land mapping and fallow land mapping, and development of National Soil Geoportal. Sixth Bureau is National Bureau of Fish Genetic Resources, NBFGR. National Bureau of Fish Genetic Resources is a dedicated research center in fishery science under the Indian Council of Agriculture Research. It is located in Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh. ICAR National Bureau of Fish Genetic Resources was established in December 1983 in a rented premises at Allahabad under the aegis of Indian Council of Agriculture Research to undertake research related to the conservation of fish germplasm resources of the country. The Bureau's permanent infrastructure was developed at Canal Ring Road, Telibag, Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh in 1999, comprising an administrative block, laboratories, farm, and residential complex covering an area of 52 acres. The institute's vision is assessment and conservation of fish genetic resources for intellectual property protection, sustainable utilization, and posterity. The National Bureau of Fish Genetic Resources, Lucknow, has emerged as a center of excellence in cataloging and conserving the aquatic bioresources of India. It aims at collecting, classifying, and cataloging fish genetic resources of the country, and also maintenance and preservation of fish genetic material for conservation of endangered fish species and evaluation of indigenous and exotic fish species. So this presentation was all about National Agriculture Bureaus. Hope this will be very useful to all of you. Now my presentation ends here. Thank you very much. I have given here my YouTube channel details, Journey with Vijay Kumar Shrivastav. Having request, please visit the channel, subscribe it, and provide your kind and valuable feedback for further improvements. Thank you.